of the City of Beverly Hills and the Community Services Department, I would certainly like to welcome you to our 26th annual volunteer recognition event. My name is Steve Zowett, and I actually have the privilege of serving as a Director of Community Services, of which that department is involved with the coordination of the volunteer efforts for its own departmental needs and certainly that of the city. And many of you obviously are involved in many different facets of volunteerism, and we again are here to recognize those efforts this evening. So with that, I'd like to just have Mayor Barry Brucker acknowledge his presence here, please. We have Dr. Willie Line, Vice Mayor. Councilmember John Mirish. The newly elected council member, Dr. Julian Cole. Presence of our city manager, Jeff Cohen. Assistant City Manager, Maddie Illusory. And my assistant, Nancy Hunt Coffey, who is the Assistant Director of Community Services and actually had to leave for another function. We have our fabulous Chief of Police, Dave Snowden, with us this morning. And we have a representative from the Fire Department, Ted Snyder, our Battalion Chief. Is that here? Back of the city has 10 commissions. I'd like to at least identify what those commissions are. And if we have a representative from that commission, they'll be acknowledged here as well. We have the Architectural Commission, chaired by Fran Cohen. Health and Safety Commission, chaired by Deborah Judelson. Human Relations Commission, chaired by Sharona Nazarian. The Design Review Commission, chaired by Howard Szabo. Fine Art Commission, chaired by Judith Friedman. The Public Works Commission, chaired by Stephen Weinglass. And the Recreation and Parks Commission that I have the pleasure of working with, and again are very involved in activities such as this. We have a strong showing from them. Alan Block, our chair. Yeah. Robbie Anderson, president. Brian Goldstein with the Planning Commission. Rosenstein, I'm sorry. And we also have the Solicitation Advisory Commission, Judy Henning. Traffic and Parking Commission, Jeffrey Levine. Jeff Beverly is here. I'd like to, at this point in time, actually introduce Mayor Barry Brucker to come forward and kind of officially recognize this event and open this event on behalf of the city.
Thank you. Good evening. It sure is nice looking out into a sea of fabulous volunteers. You truly are our golden lifeblood that keeps Beverly Hills so vibrant, and we're so proud. Well, this is the 26th year that the City of Beverly Hills has held a volunteer recognition event honoring valuable community members who volunteer in so many city programs and events. In addition to city volunteers, we are also honoring our fabulous city commissioners who put in so much time. Thank you to all of you. During 2010, 515 individuals who volunteered their time contributed over 28,000 hours of service. This is the equivalent work schedule of 14 full-time employees, and if a dollar amount was attached to their service, the value of volunteer time is calculated at over $615,000. Wow. Today's event recognizes individuals who have contributed 40 or more hours of recorded service to the city in 2010. The city currently utilizes volunteers in dozens of different programs in 4 city departments. Everything from seniors to youth programs, to the art show and other special events, to literacy programs and emergency training, depending on the labor of these individuals for their effectiveness. As you'll see today, city volunteers represent all ethnicities, ages, interests, and talents. Every community member benefits from the personal investment they make in the city. On behalf of the entire City Council, I commend you for your efforts and thank you for your commitment and personal contribution to the city and our fabulous community. Thank you all. Give yourself a hand.
My name is Thelma Murphy. I've been a volunteer in the police department for 18 years.
My name is Evelyn Gross, and I'm with the Crime Prevention Department, Police Department.
I'm Barbara Bansmer. I volunteer, this is my 5th year, 5.5 years now, for the police department.
Right now we're honoring all the volunteers in the city. We have 195 volunteers who have given 40 hours or more, and we're honoring them by this recognition reception. Well, we're here to celebrate our fabulous volunteers. We have tens and tens of volunteers at the library that help us run the library. They shelve books, they clean books, they run the bookstore, they tutor people in literacy, and we're just thankful to have them, and we couldn't do it without them.
My name is Diane Sherman Smith, and I just came from the Beverly Hills Library, where I had 3 students today. I teach English.
My name is Brian Rosenstein, and I volunteer at Beverly Hills Police Department and their disaster communications.
My name is Ray Slade, and I volunteer with the Beverly Hills Police Department.
I'm Jordan Bernhard, and I volunteer with the Beverly Hills Police Department.
And I'm Jeff Levine. I volunteer with the Beverly Hills Police Department. I'm chair of the Traffic and Parking Commission.
There's a couple of individuals in particular I'd like to acknowledge for their tireless effort to have made these kind of things happen, and one of whom is Jill Talcott Collins.
Hi, good evening. The Beverly Hills Women's Club was actually built in 1926, and it was built as a facility to welcome the women to the community. The guys were here working, women had nothing to do. They built this for the women of the community. Today, it is the Beverly Hills Women's Club and a few good men. We do allow men, we do not discriminate. We now have a junior membership as well. A few years ago, the club was actually in danger of being subdivided and sold because they just couldn't figure out what to do with this anymore. And it was kind of an old kind of facility, and it was run down, and people got very disillusioned. And I was actually here for the first time probably 12 to 15 years ago. Someone invited me to a lunch here, and I have to tell you, all the food was white. And literally, it was really boring. And the building was white, and there was no color at all. And a few years ago, we heard that it was going to be subdivided and sold into 3 lots, mind you. And the money was going to be put into a foundation that was going to be distributed. And the board at the time said, not a problem. It's still going to be the club. And I said, well, how can you have the club without the facility? This is really something that the community should embrace. So Claudia Deutsch, who is the president right now, and I'm going to be taking over in July, stepped forward and said, we're going to stop you from doing this. And the first thing we're going to do is get this listed on the National Registry of Historic Places, which with the help of Mark Wanamaker, we were able to do. So now this building has a little more, going for it, and it isn't going to be so readily sold and subdivided. And we took it from, I think the membership was down to under 30 people. And as of June, we are reaching 300 members. We are always looking for volunteers. Our programs, we have program books out there, are many. We do 2 to 3 things here a week now. We are totally open to the community. You do not have to be a member to attend an event. You might have to pay a little bit extra, but you can still come, and hopefully you will join. The women of the Women's Club keep the doors open through their donations and the money that we raise. We pay the taxes, we pay for the caretaker, we pay for the electricians, we pay to have the floors redone. It's now been retrofitted. We've upgraded the kitchen. We've had sprinklers put in. We have brought it up to code, and this building is here to last. And when I heard this year that not only were there no funds in the city budget to hold this reception, there also wasn't a facility because Greystone was having its HVAC redone. As the incoming president, I stepped up and said, okay, the Women's Club are going to host it. We welcome all of you because this is originally what the club was built for. It was built for women and men to come and volunteer their time and be here for the community. So really, it's our pleasure to host this reception. I would like you to know that the junior members here, and there are some of the junior commission from the city here as well, they've put in their time, and about 20 of our members were here. You may not have seen them but they volunteered their time, and the community baked. All of the baked goods were donated, all the wine was donated from you, monetary funds, everything was raised by community members to honor you, our volunteers. So I'd like to give you a round of applause, and I'm going to hand you over to Ellen Snowden. Thank you for coming.
I just want to say welcome to everybody, and I want to congratulate all our beautiful volunteers who work so hard all year round to make this community a better place to live. I know my husband and I feel very blessed to be a part of it, and I too want to thank everyone in the community for all the wonderful donations, because without their willingness to bake and donate and give raffle prizes, we wouldn't be here tonight. So thank you very much, and to you volunteers, this is all about you, so I hope you enjoy it. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Job well done to all of you. Thank you so much.
I'm one of the members of the Beverly Hills Women's Club, a volunteer, and I just want to say that Jill is the one who put in all the hours to call all of us, ask us to bake, ask us to volunteer, and she is the one who made this whole thing happen. So, yes. But just to say thank you so much to the people that made this happen.
My name is Linda Goldberg, and I am a volunteer from the Beverly Hills Women's Club, and also a member of the Beverly Hills Historical Society.
These individuals will join the ranks of previous volunteers who again made contribution of a minimum of 40 hours of service over the course of the previous 10 years. Marie Blanchard has been volunteering with the Human Resources Department for 10 years. She assists in the areas of benefits and recruitment. Marie generally volunteers about 6 hours each week, usually 1 day a week or more if needed. And Marie has lived in the Beverly Hills area for 30 years and feels very lucky to be here. Marie is a very friendly person and always arrives in a great mood. She never says no to an assignment and is always willing to help out where needed. Human Resources is very proud to have Marie as their volunteer. Helen Hakimi began volunteering at Roxbury Park's Awesome Caps group 10 years ago when she met Fern Pearl, who founded the group. She has been knitting for many charities ever since, ranging from Children's Hospital Los Angeles, City of Hope, Cedar Sinai, and victims of Hurricane Katrina. She loves everyone in the group, and over the years has knitted an average of 20 hats per week. She truly hopes every one of her hats gives health and well-being to those who receive them. Ellen and her family have lived here in Beverly Hills for 30 years. Thank you. Winifred Hervey, or Winnie, as she is known by her friends, has been volunteering for the city for over 10 years. She volunteers at the Affair in the Gardens Art Show, Greystone Mansion events, and at the Roxbury Park Community Center. In 2005, she was part of the Team Beverly Hills, learning how the city's various departments function and operate. This year, Winnie was elected president of the Beverly Hills Active Adult Club, and we thank her for the direction and time that she commits to the community's seniors as a result of serving in this capacity. Thank you. And Elsa Nussbaum has been volunteering for the City of Beverly Hills for the last 10 years. She's an active editor of the Senior Buzz, a community newsletter highlighting senior adult activities and events, various city happenings, and submissions from the city's creative writing class. She is dedicated to ensuring the articles are correct, current, and that the publication gets out in a timely manner. Additionally, she has volunteered at Roxbury Park teaching seniors to be computer literate and has written several books and recently completed a novel called Blind Spot, which is a psychological thriller. All right. Thank you all. And how about another round of applause as they rejoin you in the audience?
I certainly would like to add my thanks to all the volunteers because we couldn't get it done without you. Your invaluable work makes our operations run smoothly, makes the community all part of our team. With that, let me introduce our celebrity guest tonight. Dick Van Patten and his wife Patty are very dear friends of Ellen and I's, and we go to dinner about weekly at a special little place. And let me tell you a little bit about them. First of all, they met when they were in elementary school. They sat next to each other in New York. And Patty tells me Dick used to cheat by looking at her papers. They're celebrating their 57th wedding anniversary next week. When Ed, Ryan, and Matt started dating, Dick was getting into acting, and Patty was a dancer. She was a June Taylor dancer. You might have seen her probably on the Jackie Gleason show. I'm sure you guys remember that. They're both big stars in their own right. Dick, probably best known to most of the young people in here on 8 Is Enough. He was also working with Mel Brooks in History of the World Part 2, where he played the bishop who conducted a wedding. If you watch that, he's had too many roles to even mention here. But in my estimation, he's the ultimate star because he is what he is. He's a gentleman. He's a very fine person. He dedicates so much time making sure that pets are taken care of. He's a partner in Natural Balanced Dog Food. I'm sure you've seen him on the cover of the dog food. He's the guy that tells you that humans can eat the same food as the dogs can, and he's demonstrated that many times. That's where we go to dinner. Truly a gentleman, and tonight he's going to tell us a little bit about what he considers the value of volunteerism. Without further ado, Dick Van Patten.
This is a real honor because when I was young, I wanted to be a policeman, but I really did. But my mother wanted me to be an actor, and she went out. The police chief, Dave Snowden, and his wife Ellen are our favorite couple, and we go out once a week to dinner, and every week he tells me about the wonderful things you do, not only for his police department, but for the fire department and many other things. So it really is an honor to be here with you tonight. I don't take it lightly. I know what you do is all so important and we need you very badly. You know, there's a saying, I didn't make it up, but it sort of goes with you people. It says, it's important, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, and you people are nice, and we really need you, and we appreciate you very, very much.
The third man, I guess, on the totem pole, it is my pleasure to be able to present Dick Van Patten with this proclamation, which says, whereas Dick Van Patten is a dedicated volunteer and celebrity guest at the City of Beverly Hills 26th Annual Volunteer Recognition Reception, honoring city volunteers who have donated at least 40 hours of their time. And whereas Dick Van Patten is the legendary star of dozens of films and has starred in several long-running television series, including 8 Is Enough and Mama, and whereas Dick Van Patten is an animal rights activist who founded Dick Van Patten's Natural Balanced Pet Foods and was recognized by the Human Society. And whereas Dick Van Patten has made generous contributions to the Beverly Hills Police Department K-9 unit and has volunteered at Woofstock 90210 and at other Beverly Hills events. Now therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Beverly Hills, do hereby congratulate and commend Dick Van Patten on his remarkable achievements in entertainment and further recognize his important contributions to Beverly Hills. With thanks and appreciation.
Hi, I'm Simon Hedvat, and I volunteered with the Volunteer Leadership Program. I volunteered at Greystone for Catskills Acting Camp.
Hi, I'm Josh Niv. I volunteer at the Beverly Hills Public Library. I've done it for 3 years now, and I'm planning to do it for the rest of high school.
Dave Rittenberg, and I volunteer with the Library Literacy Services.
My name is Marie Blanchard, and I help in human resources.
I'm Australia, but I've been volunteer for 3 years and work with the nutrition. I'm cashier and everywhere.
I'm Steve Lake, and I volunteer at the police department.
Are you give tickets out, or what do you do?
I give tickets out sometimes. I'm a reserve police officer. I'm also the officer in charge of the Disaster Communication System volunteer program.
Okay, yeah, my name's Ira Goldberg, and I'm a volunteer.
Okay.
I volunteer for anything that they ask me for.
You're so sweet. Okay.
We're celebrating volunteers in Beverly Hills, and there isn't anything that gives me any more pride than doing just that. We've got people who volunteer in our libraries, in our parks, with our seniors, with our children. We have commissioners. We are so lucky to have a wealth and deep breadth of wonderful volunteers.
What I will be doing is reading off names, and if you could acknowledge when your name is read, please, because staff will be of assistance in bringing you a certificate of appreciation.
Sarah Lovskaya, Sarah Peruzzi, Irene Schwartz, Leah Bernstein, Susan Rosen, Donna Goldstein, Helen Akimi, Judith Friedman, Laura Schmeider, Alex Satmari.
Well, again, thank you all for coming this evening. If you took a shuttle here, the shuttles will be available as to where they were dropping you off. Thank you all. Have a very pleasant evening. Thank you for coming.